So many women lack the confidence that men have. What is the confidence gap? And is it a crisis that prevents women from succeeding? Eliminating self-doubt and closing the confidence gap is our big conversation. Then, brothers Wild, Sean and Timmy O'Neill are here, scaling new heights on some epic climbs despite major challenges. Plus, best-selling cookbook author Mark Bittman, his fast and easy vegan recipes that'll work for anyone. Live from Studio One in New York, it's Katie.
Everyone, well, imagine scaling a rock like this, thousands of feet in the air. Scary, right? Now imagine doing it without the use of your legs. It seems impossible, but Sean O'Neill has been doing just that for years. Sean and his brother Timmy have not only climbed some of the largest rock formations in the world, they've broken new ground in paraplegic climbing. From the day they took their first steps, Tim and Sean O'Neill were climbing. Along with their 5 brothers and sisters, they were the rowdiest kids on the block.
Our friend's parents wouldn't let them come over our house because we were the nutty, crazy crew.
And their antics didn't stop in childhood.
Sorry about that. Looking for my dog, actually.
Each stunt they pulled led Tim and Sean to seek even bigger thrills. Until one day, tragedy put an end to their fearlessness.
I wanted to jump off this bridge, just kind of leapt out, and wound up hitting the water wrong. Came up for air, and I started swimming, and my legs are all pins and needles.
Sean had lost the use of his legs, and he was paralyzed.
West Philadelphia's biggest daredevil learned that he would be wheelchair-bound for life. But soon, with the encouragement of his brother Tim, an elite climber, Sean was reintroduced to the sport in a way he never imagined. Shocking his family and friends, Sean found a way to accomplish the unthinkable. Summiting some of the world's largest rock formations without the use of his legs. The brothers now travel the world, scaling to new heights and teaching everyone that when it comes to pure force of will, there are no limitations. Please welcome Timmy and Sean O'Neill. You guys are so cute. Just watching you watch that. Obviously, you guys love each other so much, which is so nice to see. And I know, Timmy, this all started when you gave Sean a coupon to climb El Capitan in Yosemite National Park.
Right, so we grew up in a big family. It's Susan, Sean, Kimberly, Kevin, Timmy, Tommy, Billy, huge Irish Catholic crew, right? So I remember pushing these shopping carts around with my mom, like elephants, you know, and so we clipped coupons. So I figured, hey, what a better incentive to get Sean a coupon to climb El Cap. And really it was just about him getting ready for it and being able to finally join me on the trip.
And Sean, given the fact that being a daredevil resulted in your paralysis, did you have any trepidation about doing this?
Tons. Well, it's a great unknown. I didn't know if my body would be strong enough. I didn't know if I'd be able to take care of my skin well enough. A paraplegic has to deal with pressure sores, so I have to be careful about that. I just had no idea. But it all worked out. I was with a good crew, with Timmy and his buddies. It's overwhelming, but it worked out.
And it started this whole, it really, as I say, it opened up this whole new world for you. And what about you, Timmy? I mean, here's your brother. Weren't you afraid about him getting hurt?
Well, I knew that if I killed Sean climbing, Thanksgiving dinner would be really awkward from then on. Right? You killed Sean. I did not. He did it to himself. And I did, so I knew that we brought really good guys with us, this guy Ammon, this guy Cedar, and we went for El Capitan. And this is something I've been doing for decades, but it was completely new for Sean.
And they had to design all this special equipment for you. Tell us a little bit about that, Sean.
Yeah, when we first climbed Devil's Tower in '96, we took a cafeteria chair, cut off the legs, used some foam rubber from a car seat, and made a special bosun's chair to go go up in.
We use newspaper and duct tape. It was like a whole
duct tape,
adventure.
yeah.
Wow.
It
And you
was
basically,
a lot of improv.
it's like doing just pull-ups sort of the whole time. And with all due respect, Sean, I expected you to be a little more buff. I'm not going to lie.
It's better. It's good.
Like Katie.
It's good to be compact.
But was that hard to do? Because obviously, I mean, you had to probably train a whole new part of your body to compensate for what you couldn't do with your legs.
Well, I had been pushing my wheelchair up long mountain roads before this. I decided I just had to push my wheelchair up the Mount Washington Auto Road, 8 steep miles.
And this is with his hands, as you can see, right on his wheels.
Yeah.
Right?
Wow.
No special
And
wheelchair.
these are soft. They used to have big calluses on them, like your feet would. But so getting in shape to go up Mount Washington left me in very good shape with a lot of endurance. And Timmy got in touch and said, "Hey, bro, I think this is the time to do El Cap."
To redeem the coupon.
Yeah.
And so it's 3,000 feet high. It took you about a week. And when you finally got to the top, I guess it normally takes 4 to 6 days. So that's pretty impressive, right? When you got to the top, I mean, what was that like for you, Sean?
Gee, the whole thing's kind of overwhelming. The last day, we had storm coming in. We were quite focused to try and reach the top so we wouldn't be stuck in a storm on the wall. And then finally we got up top, and then the sun came down below the clouds and shone in all beautiful. And then Timmy came over and sat beside me, and we had a hug and a big smile.
And that climb was over, but it was the beginning of the last almost 2 decades now of really going for it.
Yeah.
Which is incredible. And Sean, I was going to say I think you're a real rock star. Then I realized how stupid that sounded.
That's what people say.
Nice, Katie. Ow.
He's funny.
Who were the writers on this show? They had you say that? No.
I just actually thought of that on the spot.
Oh, that was ad lib. Yeah. A round of applause, please. Come on. Yeah.
When we come back, as we said, rock climbing opened up a whole new world for both of you, and I know you wanted to do that for others. We're going to hear about what you're doing, which is incredible, right after this. O'Neill, in 1991, Sean suffered an injury that left him paralyzed, and since then, he and his brother Timmy have scaled peaks all over the country, from Devil's Tower in Wyoming to Castleton Tower in Utah to Bridal Veils Fall in Colorado, and now they're helping veterans and others with disabilities with their adaptive sports program. So what does that mean, Timmy? What is adaptive climbing?
Well, adaptive, we all have to adapt, right? I mean, a lot of this is like overcoming your confidence gap, right? So you have to adapt to that. So we're all differently able to. So it just opens up the question on mobility and disability. So adaptive is forming new tools to get the same job done.
And at Paradox Sports, which is your organization,
Right.
you help people who normally would never in a million years, Sean, think about climbing rocks.
Well, they might think about it a great deal, but not even try it.
And so what are you able to do to help
We
facilitate
open
that?
up their dreams. We let them know that what they're dreaming is okay to dream about.
So what kind of people are you guys helping with this program?
And that's the great thing, like, about Sean. He has this esoteric thoughts here, and it is about creating dreams, but what we do on the ground is we do programming, education. So we do rock, ice, water, and wilderness.
Yeah.
And then with the veterans programming, one of our co-founders is DJ Skelton. He was injured in the Second Fallujah War, and he sustained heavy injuries where he lost the mobility in an arm and a leg and his palate and his eye, and he talks about adversity advantage. He talks about post-traumatic growth. So we do 5 vet-specific programs a year, which you need to come to Yosemite with us, Katie.
I would love
Can Katie come to Yosemite with us?
I'll hike, I'll kayak, I'll do all that stuff, but I will not climb rocks because I'm afraid of heights.
We know how to get over that, though.
Plus, I'm sorry, that harness thing is very unflattering.
No, it makes you...
I'm not going to lie. I wore it once. They took some pictures of me. It was awful.
Those are called butt shots. We make sure we get the shots from above. Right?
Thank you.
Yeah.
That would be much better. But I mean, I'm sure that the climbing and all these outdoor activities, it's sort of like outward bound. I'm sure for these vets and some of these other people who have disabilities like Sean, it must change their lives and open up things for them in all aspects of what they're doing. Because getting back to the confidence conversation, I mean, Sean, what has it done for you to be able to do this with Timmy?
The climbing gives me greater focus on positivity. It gives me greater focus on my well-being. It's allowed my artwork to flourish. You could go to sean-o'neill.net and look at it, my art making and my climbing.
It's really changed sort of your whole outlook, because I
It
can imagine.
breeds positivity.
And I'm sure you've seen some of these people just transform before your very eyes, Timmy.
Yeah, I mean, we get great response. Like, you know, this has changed my life. This has saved my life. And as far as the vet-specific stuff we do, we started with DJ Skelton in the Walter Reed Medical Center in 2007 with an event. And the climbing and the kayaking in these environments, there's objective hazard. There's rock fall. There's different things that can happen. You need to be really closely related or get each other's back. So it can behave in a scenario much like combat. So it feels comfortable and it feels invigorating, and we have people that want to keep experiencing this, and it's that classic thing. If you can overcome this rock or this river, what are you capable of in any other capacity in your life?
Well, in all seriousness, as long as you don't make me wear the harness, I would love to come and see you guys in action. I'm so happy. Thank you. I'm so happy to meet you guys. And I'm telling you, I told Timmy during the break, I want whatever he's having. That's for sure. So nice to meet you both. Thanks for coming by. We'll be back right after this.